I have long awaited this topic since practically the day I was born, because I played video games back then. I played video games after school as little as first grade and only enjoyed it because I was playing with my family in a LAN. For those who don't know, LAN is a local area network, aka everyone in the same household playing in the same game realm. From that alone, you can understand the fact that most people in the younger generation of 2024 are understanding of video games. It used to be that we all had a friend who was a gamer, but now it's just everyone has played a game. And the so-called iPad kids of the next generation are not getting any easier. As some of you know, I have an animation I made depicting my experience in Esports, which is video gaming in a multiplayer way. And it immerses a good blanket statement of how I view esports, but not the inner details of my beliefs. So here goes more of my series depicting passionate details I didn't share the first time around. Number 1. It uplifts introverts. I'm not saying all people who play video games are introverts, far from it, but I can say with certainty that introverts can find buffers through gaming that they can apply to socializing outside of it. A lot of this comes from personal experience, as I can use myself as a key case study in this phenomenon. Gaming gives a strict maneuver of what to do in stressful situations. Life doesn't necessarily give the same narrow guidelines. That, in itself, is a source for anxiety that just screams at introverts to keep quiet. Gaming was the easiest bridge I could find in doing something with expectations and meeting those goals. Gaming that was social, or esports, enhanced my ability to feel okay in stressful situations. All of a sudden, my specific experience in a game was met with others who shared my experiences. I struggled to talk about personal feelings or beliefs, but when someone brought up a game I played, I could suddenly become an open book. My case study doesn't have to be the blanket statement for everyone, but it can certainly tell you how powerful gaming can be to a socially developing student. 2. It allows for mature maintenance over an under-moderated space. Gaming is unmoderated. That's why there's a bad reputation surrounding its existence. You can find a lot of good people and bad people in it, and that's just like school. The fact that we could bring moderation from schools straight to video games speaks volumes about what we deserve to implement. I'm always considering the kids who go home to parents who may not be the most active in their lives. The kids may never know their classmates play the same game as them, and they just queue online for however long their parents are away. It only gets worse at the college level if nobody in your space lets you indulge in video games outwardly. And as a female, I'm speaking from experience, no girls talk about video games. It's like a secret hobby some of us have, and we just don't spill the tea. I'm a little salty that men find roommates in college so quickly and just happen to run into most of them liking the same game they all enjoy. But back to the point at hand. Amongst great mingling comes even better moderation. Authorized staff can allow guidance in a fun activity in a way that's beneficial for the students to know how to manage their time, mingle with others, and grow their passions. All of a sudden, the hypothetical people who game with their parents are away are now associating gaming with other emotions that help for a better balanced lifestyle. 3. It can make kids want to go to school. My biggest question in my youth was, why do kids not want a future in education? And the answer is a lack of relatability. For decades, schools have attempted to give off the advertisement of ignoring social background in students to give off diversity acceptance, but the truth is there. Students who have it hard at home will struggle in school. You cannot convince me that a student struggling at home will feel any better if school is just as meticulous. I don't think throwing kids into a playground is sufficient enough for kids to feel like school is an escape from home life. A digital space in video gaming allows for a removal of some of the insecurities of yourself. Not a permanent removal, but a quick understanding of what the world would be like if you weren't judged by your body or background. I push for this only if a worthy adult is in charge of mediating the space, because there are important lessons of time management, protection against strong language, and assuring people are mingling. But in many ways, video games can be seen as a Trojan horse for student attendance, because you can play on a team to represent your school, which can make you want to get good grades, a good school status in order to keep your status on your team relevant. The building blocks of studying such strategy are far deeper than any school sport and can directly translate to good learning within the classroom. Those are my 3 top reasons why video games should be in school, but there's certainly other topics as well, and I'd love to go into more detail. So if you enjoy me talking about esports in schools, feel free to leave a like and give me some comments about what you think about your experience in school, and I'll probably continue this series with some more specific topics of my feelings, so we'll see you around!